Welcome Diecast race fans, it is El Camino semi-final time. Last night we saw Grandma take out the win, heading through to the final, followed up by Mark D.
Grandma was an absolute legend last night. She whipped up a fresh batch of whoop-ass and just fed it to the boys.
She definitely showed them how it's meant to be done. As always, the Monte Carlo's getting a bit wild, but Grandma held it together beautifully after a couple of troubles early on, and just that huge jump on the final lap to seal the deal for her. Alright, we've got Kit Kayem up front and Lightning Jim Leichsenring, followed by Chris Kahuna and Gnocchi Jack.
I mean, Kit Kayem so far hasn't lost a lap. He has to be the favourite to win.
Absolutely. Jim is also very fast, but of course he did have some troubles in his last race. But the fans are excited, we're excited. It is time to let them roll. Alright, they're lined up at the start. Let's roll. Oh, Jim's up on his side. Oh, Jim goes completely off track. Gnocchi Jack gets past Kit Kayem trying to smash through. Gnocchi Jack takes the win and a battering. That is the first loss for Kit Kayem. And of course, Jim goes completely off track.
Yeah, look at this. He's up on his side, gets off the side rail, and then goes completely off track. That was a massive fall for Jim.
But Gnocchi Jack there,
he absolutely fed it 2 tins of beans that time.
Kit Kayem not happy, comes in, tries to punch his way past. Jack beautifully cuts him off there, takes the win, and then Chris Kahuna came in and slammed into him, which was a little bit unnecessary, I thought. Lap 2.
With these boys, it's like the longer they race, the looser they get.
Gnocchi Jack out with an early lead. Oh, Gnocchi Jack's over. Lightning Jim goes around the outside. Kit Kayem gets stuck in behind. Lightning Jim with a beautiful run there. Gnocchi Jack unfortunately blowing his lead.
Yeah, you see here, Gnocchi Jack well out in front, but just bounces a bit on that landing, gets completely messed up. Kit Kayem tries to slip through, but Jim closes the door right in his face, pushes him back.
Alright, Chris Kahuna over in the background there. They both get a lift back up to the top. We're ready for lap number 3.
Kit Kayem's got to be very disappointed with his performance so far.
And they're rolling. Jim out to an early lead. Gnocchi Jack coming through. Oh, Kit Kayem rolls badly. Jim and Gnocchi Jack come through for the win. That's lap 3 down, but what happened to Kit Kayem there? That looked like a nasty roll. Jim and Gnocchi, beautiful driving.
Yeah, Kit Kayem just gets completely wild there, rolls about 4 or 5 times, then gets hit by Chris Kahuna and ends up sticking himself on that centre barrier.
Kit Kayem seems to have lost his mojo. Let's hope he can get it back for this final lap. Jim L out to a strong lead. Gnocchi Jack pushes through past Kit Kayem and holds on to it, takes second. Kit Kayem comes in third. Chris Kahuna rolls in fourth.
Lightning Jim well out in front, then Gnocchi Jack and Kit Kayem side by side. Gnocchi Jack, beautiful manoeuvre here, pushes Kit up into the barrier, takes the lead from him.
That is just a stunning drive from Gnocchi Jack. The way he sees his position, pushes Kit wide to slow him down. Lightning Jim not worried about that. He's well out in front, takes the win. So Lightning Jim Leichsenring, beautiful drive. Gnocchi Jack with a stunning drive, pushing out the absolute favourite, Kit Kayem. So Lightning Jim and Gnocchi Jack going through to the final against Grandma and Mark D.
This is going to be an absolutely epic final. We've got Grandma, who sends it like a legend, Mark D, who's just been a strong contender the whole time, Lightning Jim Leichsenring and that blisteringly fast El Camino, and Gnocchi Jack is just really getting into his stride. I mean, just like Grandma, Gnocchi Jack was one of those ones that had to go into the shootout because he'd lost his early runs, and he has just been nailing it since then.
Wow, we are on the edge of our seat for the final. Absolutely looking forward to it. That is coming up next week, so make sure you tune in. It is the final of the Chevy Showdown. We're pumped, we hope you're pumped, but that is enough for tonight. I'm Tom Spanners Watson, he's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We will see you next week. I can't believe how Gnocchi Jack's ripped through the field like he has.
Mate, he's ripped through the other competitors like that Curry ripped through me last week.
Well, there's an image I didn't need.